I'm Hertha Schnau. I'm originally from Vienna, Austria. And unfortunately, in 1938, we were put on a children transport to Holland when the Nazi arrived in Austria. My parents took me to the train. It was organized by an organization. We are not sure which organization it was, but they saved a lot of children. We came to Hoek van Holland in Holland, and we were taken in by the Jewish people on some kind of school, and we were taken all the clothes away and got some warm, just training, like sweatshirts. And they gave him something to eat, and we stayed there for a month till they decided where else to put us. The situation was not very, it was very cold. It was winter, December 1938, so we stayed there for maybe a month. And then we were transported to, there's another place in Holland, to Rijswijk. We stayed there for a year. It was people from Holland. They were mixed. They were non-Jews and Jews who took care of us because we were young. I was 12 years old. And the others, all kind of ages till, I don't know, till what. Then we had to move because they needed the place. And we went to, called Heistenvijver. It was in Wassenaar. It was a castle. It sounds very nice, but it was not what it sounds like. I went to school there, to high school. And we stayed there till the 15th of May, 1940, excuse me, because Hitler walked into Holland. From there, we had to, we were all spread out. There were families who took you in, and there were people who took Jewish people in. I luckily had an aunt there, and she took me in. I stayed there another year, but I couldn't stay there because it was dangerous for her too. So a family took me to Laren, also and I stayed there from 1941 till 1945, 46. I was in hiding. I couldn't go out, and I had to use the Star of David. But somehow, I don't know, they were prepared for it or not. They made a hiding place that you could not find. One of the days, I don't know which year exactly it was, I think 43 or 44, the SS came and ransacked the whole house. Actually, they were looking for the homeowner, because he was the leader from the underground, the Dutch underground in Holland. And the Nazis nearly shot us because it was too late for me to go in the hole. But somehow, because I also spoke German, and they insisted that I was Jewish, and I said, no, I'm not Jewish, blah, blah. So they wanted to shoot the dog because the dog was constantly sitting next to me, German Shepherd. And he said, if the dog moves, I shoot you and the dog. So I was a young girl, I didn't know. So I said, you don't have to be afraid. You know, the conversation was all in German. That was my luck. So, and they stayed there from 8 o'clock at night till 2 o'clock in the morning. So they ransacked the whole place. But then they said to me, I have to go upstairs. My bedroom was upstairs, and I had all my correspondence from my parents, but I had it always bundled up, but I had to come back. So I didn't know what and I put my letters between my legs, and I couldn't the stairs walk up. I was afraid to lose them. So if I lose this, I would have been dead, because they were outside from concentration camp somewhere. I don't know from where. And then they came again, but then we saw the Gestapo coming because they made a lot of noise, and I was in the hiding place again. And in 1945, May 3, 1945, the liberation came. So that's my story.
So were you an only child? Or?
Yes, I was the only child.
And where were your parents during the time?
Well, my parents were trying to flee also to Holland from Vienna, and they were caught on the border from Germany to Holland, and they were sent somewhere. I have no idea which concentration camp they were into, because there was a time that they were somewhere free, but I don't know anything about it. And in 43 was my last notice that I had from my parents, and I never found out where they died.
So
I have been to Yad Vashem, and I couldn't find anything over there. So till today, I don't know what happened to my parents. I stayed several years still in Amsterdam, together with a friend of mine that we were very close. And we stayed there for till 1948, before Israel became Israel. We came on a boat, and we stayed in Israel. And that was also, in a tent, and your whole story again. But my girlfriend insisted to go. We have to go because her brother came, and my husband, then I met my husband, and they were all saying, you have to go, you have to go. You can't stay here. That's how I went to Israel. And in Israel, I went to I worked for the Air Force, Israeli Air Force. And then my son was born. and my daughter. And then we went to Brazil. And we stayed there for 10 years. And then we came to the States in 1962.
Have you ever felt any like post-traumatic stress from experiencing what you went through?
Maybe I'm strong. I didn't have any. Maybe inside me, but I never demonstrated it. Because there's always something left. We were not treated all the way there, like, you know, it was not a pleasure. But we were happy that we were saved. A lot of people met their parents again, and a lot didn't.